Hey y'all, I'm so excited that we're starting this group called Weight Watchers with Queen. The purpose of the group is really simple. I'm going to tell you the premise of it. I decided, I really think Weight Watchers is an amazing program. I loosely, tried it in the past, but for the most part, I lost the majority of my weight, actually all of my weight on my own, 170 pounds. Um, I lost on my own doing just, food regulation and exercise and water and a lot of trial and error, figure out my own body. But I decided to lose this last 30 pounds that I want to lose by the end of the year. Well, it's not a goal, it's a desire to lose by the end of the year. But if I don't, I'm okay. I just want to be moving in that direction that I decided that I wanted to sign up with Weight Watchers. I'm going to do the online version, which means no weekly meetings and things of that sort. And I had asked a couple of people in my life to, hey, why don't you just do Weight Watchers with me for the next couple of months? And so they were like, we're in. I was like, okay, well, the majority of us were doing it the online version, which means, the accountability is not necessarily the same. And so I wanted to create an accountability for the people in my life that I knew would need it and some people that I know are already doing it. But then I was like, hey, well, let me throw it out there to you guys on, Facebook and, people who follow my journey. Maybe some of you guys are doing Weight Watchers and you need accountability or whatever. And so I opened up this group. You don't have to be doing the online version. You can already be doing the weekly meetings. But if you just want some people who just understand the struggle in general, the journey of weight loss, are doing Weight Watchers, so they may have some recipe tips and just like things that are working for them throughout the week, to kind of just give it to each other so we can try things out. The purpose of this group, but also the main purpose of this group is for every single week for you to come in and check in. Tell us how you did that week. You don't have to tell us your exact weight, but tell us you gained, you lost, you're discouraged, you're encouraged. This is how I feel. These are some mistakes I made that I learned from. But every single week, I want you guys to check in. Of course, it's your own choice. But, accountability only works to the degree that you're willing to avail yourself to it. So no one can make you accountable. No one can make you do anything. But I really wanted to create and provide this avenue for kind of just bonding, community, accountability, inspiration, and just a support system, And I think social media is an amazing way of doing that with people across states, across cities. And so this is the first video of Weight Watchers with Queen, and I just really want to welcome you guys to the group. Comment on this video first week. Tell me how your weigh-in is. Just tell me how you're doing. But I wanted to let you guys know before I close out the video that if you have an iPhone or if you have a Droid, Weight Watchers has an application that for your phone, and I highly suggest that you download that application because it just makes it that much more convenient and easier for you to track your points. If you don't have a Droid or iPhone, but you still have a phone with internet, you can still track, go online and use Weight Watchers Mobile, but the application is even quicker and just more accessible and ready for you to use. And so I highly suggest you download it. It's free. The application is free. So if you see an application that's charging you, it's not the regular Weight Watchers application. So do that. One more tip that I found useful is utilize your favorites tool. On the website, you'll see there's on the right-hand column of the website on weightwatchers.com, there is a favorites tool. And what it allows you to do is take food and save it. You have the point allotments for it already, and you save it in your favorites column so that, especially if you're kind of a routine eater like I do, you eat a lot of the same things, you can just go to your favorites list, click the food that you want, the points are already saved, and that's what you have for that meal or that snack or whatever. And even some nights, sit down and just go into your favorites list and build it. Build your favorites list so that when you're out on the go, or you're making your lunch or your meals for the week, you kind of already have an idea of what your day is going to look like, or a tool very accessible for you. So even with Weight Watchers, planning ahead it's crucial. Not fully necessary, but it's crucial, and it helps you to be as successful as possible. In the weight loss journey in general, the 170 pounds I've lost without Weight Watchers, the reality of it is planning is crucial. And so I really would advise you guys to sit down and kind of play with the website, learn the tools, play with your application, and just kind of get yourself accustomed to it. But this is the first week. I'm really excited. I just want you guys to go ahead and just enjoy the journey. If you have some tips, you know, I have some friends out there like Jennifer Dean, who I met at on Oprah. She's an amazing person. She's a Weight Watchers lifetime member. She's amazing. She's lost all of her weight, 125 pounds on Weight Watchers. So I know, Jennifer, you have a lot of tools that you can share with us from the journey. So you guys just kind of, you know, love on each other on this page. You know, be respectful, kind of challenge each other, but in love, in a manner that you would want to be challenged. All right, this is the first video of Weight Watchers with Queen. Let's do it, y'all.